In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can detail and create variations on your unit form using the CurveBoolean command, with special attention to um, with special attention to creating drops that you can use, because you really want to maximize your sheet. If you do this really in a very smart way, you should be able to use almost everything that you've done. Now, before we do that, let's talk about if we laid out our design like this and we found out that our material thickness was different than the slots that we created earlier. Okay, so I'm going to come in, and what you would have to do, all you have to do is get your rectangle tool, and let's do an R once again, and let's make our slots 0.1 comma 0.5. Okay, and so this becomes our new slot size. And with we're going to turn off our end snap. We're going to use our mid snap because that's the one that we'll need here. And what we'll need to do is that we can do a copy. And we'll select that object, our new object. We're going to take that, and we're going to bring that over to our midpoint, like so. Okay, and we could, if we needed to, we could delete this if we needed to, but we won't do that right now. We're going to take that, and then we'll do a array polar. And the center of our array will be where we started before, and the number of items would be 4. That doesn't change. It's 360. And as you can see, we can just go through the same process and lay in these new slots, get rid of the old ones. Add in our new slots, get rid of that. Go in and grab these like so. And we can do a mirror. Like so. Get rid of these here. And then, as we did before, we'll take these two right here, and we'll do a copy from the midpoint there. We'll just take those right there, and then we'll get rid of these. And just like that, we've changed our slot size. We updated our slot size to the caliper width that we define, that we've gotten from our calipers. Okay, so now we can get into the detailing of our unit form. Okay, for that we're going to use our old friend CurveBoolean, and it's always a good idea. I like to work from a copy because I'm going to make several different versions of this. I'm going to just take this and drag it over, Alt tap it, and I've got a copy. Okay, and with that, I can do a CurveBoolean. Okay, and then I just can decide on the regions that I want to keep. Okay, so in this case, I'll keep these. And note that I have my delete input all, so it's going to get rid of everything that I don't use, and that's one of the main reasons we work from a copy. And so I get that unit form. And in this case, I'm going to have these circular drops. And I also see here that I've got a slight discrepancy here. This circle here is smaller than the one down there, so let's go back and fix that. That's an easy fix. I'll just take that, mirror that, like so. And I'm going to delete this one right here. Let's delete that. Sorry about that. Now let's take that and we'll drag this and Alt tap it, and we'll use our CurveBoolean. To create that. And so we have that version of it. We're going to take this one right here. We're going to drag that. And Alt tap. Make a copy. And in this case, we're going to use our CurveBoolean again. But this time around, we're going to save that part running through the center. Like that, so that we get that part right there. And we're going to hit enter, like so. And we can also select this, and we're going to drag this, same process, Alt tap. And in this case, we can get our CurveBoolean. Got that. And we're not going to have a circle in the center of this one. Like that. And what we can do with this one is we can actually come in with a rectangle like that and draw in a rectangle like so, so it has a rectangular center like that. So you can see how quickly you can come up with variations on your unit form using your CurveBoolean command. Now would be a good time to begin to format these for laser cutting, so that we know that all of these lines, we can hold down our shift key, all of those are going to be outer cuts, so we're going to move those down to our magenta layer, like so. All of these are going to be inner cuts. So we're going to move those down to the blue layer. Okay. Now, having done that, what we may want to do now is to add some engraving elements, some engraved elements to our design. Okay. And so we have our red layer here. So I'm going to make that active. And I'm going to use my line tool. I'm going to add some linear details. Like so, through all the midpoints, like that, and like that. Now there's a really nice command that you can also use called your offset tool, okay, which allows you to offset a curve. And I'm going to set the distance to 0.25. I'm going to offset that curve right there. Right click, I'm going to offset that curve right there. I'm going to offset that curve right there. Okay. And now I'm going to select all of these curves here, except for the outer curve right here, and I'm going to use my trim command to trim out, because I don't want the laser to do any more work than it needs to, these curves that are in the drops, unless I wanted to have those details on those drops. Let me leave that there. Because I'll actually in this case, I'll actually get those details on those drops, and now I like that. Okay, I'm going to come over to this curve right here, and I'm going to use my offset command, and I'm going to change the value to 0.125, and I'm going to offset this curve right like so, and I'm going to come over and grab this curve and do the same here, and I've added that detail there like so. So that curve will be detailed like that, and I can go back in using my midpoint, go from there to there, and actually if I turn on my mid and near snap, you notice how it didn't go all the way. Go mid, intersect, that's good, mid, intersect, mid, intersect, come over here, or actually, let's work smart. I'm going to grab all three of these, like so. And I have my midpoint here, so I can mirror across that. So I'm going to mirror. I'm going to take these that are in the center right here. I'm going to use that as my mirror plane, like that. And you'll notice that my curves fall right into place right there. So you see you can add very quickly add details to your design. And I'm going to come over to this one, get my line tool, come across here like that, 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 and I'm going to get the midpoint from here to the center, midpoint from there to the center, midpoint from there to the center, midpoint from there to the center, and then I can select all of these. And I'm going to mirror those. And this is where these guidelines come in really handy. Okay, and let's go here with our line tool again. We'll go mid there, and I could take these two if I wanted to, and I can mirror those. So there's a lot of symmetry going on in this design, as you can see. Okay, and I'm going to take this circle right here, and I'm going to do an offset, and I'm going to go point 0.2. I'm going to set my value at 0.2. So put it right about there. Okay, and now I've created 3 variations on my original design. And I'm going to stop it here, because in the next tutorial I'm going to show you how you can lay these out very quickly on your sheet. But note that using this simple design, I'm going to get these outer elements right here. I'm going to get these inner circular elements, square elements here, circular elements there. I could, if I wanted to, but these are kind of thin. So if you make these large enough, like this circle right here, I could probably notch that circle and turn that into a connector. Let's do that. I'm going to use just a little bit more time here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to do a copy. I'll select that. I'm going to copy. And I'm going to copy that from the midpoint there. And I'm going to bring that right there like so. Oops. Like that. And then I'm just going to take that element right there, and I'm going to mirror that. Along that line right there. And then I'm going to select these. Hold on my shift key. Select those, and I'm going to do CurveBoolean. Oops, I got to be careful. I can't use CurveBoolean because it'll notch that out. So let me escape that. I'm going to take another tract. I'm going to use trim. And with my trim tool, I'm going to get rid of those. And I'm going to get rid of those right there. And so it's going to trim that out. Oops, I want to trim that one. And let's take these two elements, and we're going to put those on our intercut layer so that that'll actually be notched, and it'll give us another connecting piece. Okay, and so we'll stop this video right here, and in the next segment I'll show you how to lay out your sheets.